Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I would like to introduce the new outstanding talent in Hollywood, the latest AI actress Tilly Norwood. And believe me, people are not happy. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters.
I crown you Queen of the Woke!
Let's chat about it. Please do let me know what you think about AI in the comments section below and whether or not AI acting is the way forward now. Would you like to see AI actors on the screen? If you know me, I'm an actress by trade. It's not a secret. And when I saw this the other day on X, I retweeted it because, needless to say, I was not best pleased. In fact, actors have spoken out against it, including celebrities. But first of all, I should introduce you to the actress, shouldn't I, really? There she is. This is Tilly Norwood. According to the creator of Tilly Norwood, she could be the next Scarlett Johansson. Yes, I'm not kidding. She said that. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't fancy being up against AI actresses. Now, I just want to be clear. AI is a big threat to a lot of areas at the moment, but specifically focusing on the entertainment industry because of the type of channel that this is. It is a threat in the entertainment industry as well. Equity UK, Actors Union here, quite often speak out against the use of AI, and contracts have to be quite specific with the use of AI, whether or not it's going to be used and how it's going to be used and why it's going to be used and things like that. It has to be very specific. They're very hot on it. There are actors who, for example, like James Earl Jones, that's a good example, signed over the rights to their voice or their likeness to be put into AI or deepfakes to carry on their legacy. James Earl Jones did it obviously because he was old and unfortunately we did lose him, but he did it specifically for the longevity of Darth Vader. Now, naturally, of course, it's up to an actor in that case, but introducing a completely brand new AI image of someone who isn't real is something that is completely different. It's created a lot of backlash. People have spoken out against it, in particular actors, obviously, because that's what affects us. The article that I've got for you is from Variety. It will be linked below. This is covering some of the comments that have been made and the response from the Tilly Norwood creator. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The creator of AI actress Tilly Norwood has released a statement following a weekend of heated backlash over the news that talent agents were already interested in signing the digital character. I'm flabbergasted. I've worked with many agents, just to be clear here, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand any reason why an agent would want to work with an AI generated image. It just doesn't make sense to me personally. From my experience, agents are quite particular in what it is that they want. They have specifics. They want someone with short hair, like myself. They want someone with long hair. They want someone who might be slightly overweight, someone on the thinner side, a bit muscular. Maybe he's got some scarring, tattoos. Can an AI generated image actor really provide things like that for them? If you're an agent watching this video, please do let me know what you think of AI acting. Norwood is the first creation to emerge from recently launched AI talent studio Zycoria. I don't know if I said that I do apologize if I haven't said that correctly. A spin-off from Van der Velden's AI production studio, Particle 6. Speaking at the Zurich summit on Saturday, Van der Velden said that agents had been circling the AI character and an announcement would be made over which agency would be representing her in the coming months. The news sparked an immediate wave of resentment and one parody social media account. Understandably, the loudest noise came from within the acting community, with several well-known names chiming in among the hundreds of angry messages left in online comment sections. Several suggested that the anger should be targeted at whichever agent signed Norwood. Now, I don't necessarily agree with the boycotting, okay? I'm not too keen on that, but I would like to ask questions to the agency as to why you would sign this AI element. Now, naturally, of course, this is not going down very well, as I've already stated. The most prominent comments, though, of course, naturally come from celebrities. They are the ones who get retweeted and put into articles. So let's take a look at what some of the celebrities have said. Hope all actors repped by their agent that does this drop their ASS. How gross. Read the room, wrote Melissa Barrera on Instagram. Out the agents, I want names, added Kiersey Clemens. And what about the hundreds of living young women whose faces were composited together to make her? You couldn't hire any of them, noted Mara Wilson. Adding a touch of humour to the vitriol, Lucas Gage wrote that Norwood was a nightmare to work with. Yeah, I can imagine that. And couldn't her mark and was late. I think that's probably couldn't meet her mark, so that we have certain marks that we have to meet if we're doing something on TV and film. And Tony Collette, meanwhile, succinctly responded with a series of screaming emojis. So as you can see, they're not very happy. Now, the creator of Tilly Norwood, Eline der Velden, excuse me if I said that wrong, who is an actress as well, ironically, responded with through the AI character's Instagram account with this particular statement. To those who have expressed anger over the creation of our AI character Tilly Norwood, she is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Like many forms of art before her, she sparks conversation, and that in itself shows the power of creativity. I see AI as not as a replacement for people, but as a new tool, a new paintbrush, just as animation, puppetry, or CGI open fresh possibilities without taking away from live acting. AI offers another way to imagine and build stories. I'm an actor myself, and nothing, certainly not an AI character, can take away the craft or joy of human performance. So at that, she says that the character is not a replacement for people, which is how most AI tools start. They're not a replacement at the beginning. However, eventually, as it begins to roll out and it begins to get better and people become more obsessed with it, the more likely it's going to end up being a replacement. Just take a look at what's going on with YouTube right now. Last year, there was not as much AI, but now you can't get away from it. She mentions animation and she acknowledges the fact that there are people behind all of this, but yes, and I do agree with that. Animations have people behind it, human beings, and human beings who will voice their character. Puppetry is created by physical human beings, and their voices are also done by human beings. And then you've got CGI, which is obviously created by human beings as well, and quite often the actors are in the room to map out the motions nowadays. And that's how you work with it that way. But AI doesn't do that. It takes away from all of that altogether. Actors are there to tell a story. They are there to bring something to life. They are there to question the dialogue and perhaps help make changes whenever they see fit. When you're introducing AI characters to take away from all of that, an AI character can just do whatever the director wants it to do. It takes away from the performance of the character. It can take away from the story. And that's just my opinion, but let's continue. Creating Tilly has been for me an act of imagination and craftsmanship, not unlike drawing a character, writing a role, or shaping a performance. It takes time, skill, and iteration to bring such a character to life. She represents experimentation, not substitution. Much of my work has always been about holding up a mirror to society through satire, and this is no different. We wouldn't be able to take any piece that she's in seriously then, would we? I also believe AI characters should be judged as part of their own genre on their own merits rather than compared directly with human actors. Each form of art has its place and each can be valued for what it uniquely brings. I hope we can welcome AI as part of the wider artistic family, one more way to express ourselves alongside theatre, film, painting, music, and countless others. When we celebrate all forms of creativity, we open new doors, new stories, and new ways of connecting with each other. Signed, Aline. My response to that then is create a whole new film that doesn't use actors and it just uses AI. Just do that if you want to go down that road. You're saying it's an art form, then make it an art form without directly affecting actors. I wouldn't want to be acting against an AI character personally. That's just me. Some people may be okay with it. It's hard enough, though, when you are acting against something that is not there. But like I said, you introduce one AI actor, you then eventually will have to introduce more. And this will happen because AI will be easier to work with, it'll be faster and much quicker. Same difference. Actors will become second best and most likely cheaper as well. There will no longer be any need for actors to do TV, film, and commercials. This is why I'm against something like this. Anyway, well, that's what I think. Please let me know what you think. Check out some of the other content I've picked out for you. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget you can join me on my other platforms as well. I've got YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, X, TikTok, Instagram, Locals, Substack, and I also have a Discord. Everything is linked below.